So let's talk about using Awakening to counter difficult enemies. So in this case, we're fighting Geralt, so we popped Awakening. So Awakening is your ZRA, or I'm sorry, your right bumper plus A. And then when you have this mode active, you break enemy armor constantly. Like every hit produces a stun gauge, so you can essentially just keep comboing them. If you take lethal damage, you won't die, so depending on how you want to play it, you can do different things. So you can just keep wailing and trading, or you can kind of dodge to retain some health. But you can see I'm getting a ton of armor breaks on him. I'm also able to ball up enemies. And I have no weapon combat arts right now. Like, I'm out of combat arts. Like, my durability is 0. So the only thing I can really do as Shez is just keep armor breaking him, comboing things down, building up my A gauge. So also note, when this ends, or when you hit A again, you will actually trigger your A attack. So you get it for free at the tail end of this, or whenever you choose by hitting A. I recommend just keep the armor break going. Just keep like fucking wailing on the dude. Like, you can see how effective this is for taking on certain bosses. So we're kind of making quick work of Geralt. This is on a maddening playthrough where I'm under leveled. It's fresh save. Any armor break counts, so if you can get enemies balled up, like that archer got armor broken, you can keep armor break chaining things. So anything that happens to step in the way gets the armor break spam. But look at how effective this is on an under-leveled unit in maddening on fresh save. This is pretty good. The single Awakening gauge. Extremely useful to use this on certain bosses. And you can also build it up by finding blue like pots and then breaking them and getting the Awakening gauge fill. So it fills like half. Alright, so here's the A attack at the tail end. So we got a shit ton of armor breaks. We took him from like full health down to almost dead. And very likely, he's, if not dead after this, pretty close to dead. You also build up A gauge, so I can actually just go and use an A attack on him right now. I actually have 2 of them from all the damage and all the things, like all I hit, you know, like you get a bunch of hits off, get a bunch of damage in, kill all the minor enemy units while doing this, build up your A gauge. Pretty easy way to fight bosses. Use another A attack on him. Pretty useful. Definitely really good on classes that attack fast. The faster the attacker, the better. Generally, getting multi-hit breaks armor gauge more. Alright, so he's almost dead at this point. Let's switch to Edelgard to finish him. Alright. And there you go. Pretty easy boss kill. This is on maddening on a fresh save with under-leveled units. So that's the power of Awakening. Honestly, it's broken as fuck. So if you want to easily beat bosses with Awakening gauge, this is the way to do it. And I feel like it's made for that. Like, I think they made Awakening gauge to fight bosses. And also checking the map, like I can get some armor durability or some weapon durability there. There's a healing item over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I'm gonna try to focus on these shorter tutorials that just cover like a basic thing, because I think I tend to go in depth and draw out things a little bit. So I'm gonna try to keep things shorter. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. Definitely like and subscribe, and peace.